Want to get this show ad-free? Head to dailytechnewsshow.com/subscribe to find out how.
Banking with Capital One helps you keep more money in your wallet with no fees or minimums on checking accounts and no overdraft fees. Just ask the Capital One bank guy. It's pretty much all he talks about, in a good way. He'd also tell you that this podcast is his favorite podcast, too. Ah, really? Thanks, Capital One bank guy. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank. Capital One N.A. member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Dorina, co-founder of Quo. You might know us as OpenPhone. My dad is a business owner, and growing up, he always kept his ringtone super loud so he'd never miss a customer call. That stuck with me. When we started Quo, our mission was to help businesses not just stay in touch, but make every customer feel valued, no matter when they might call. Quo gives your team business phone numbers to call and text on your phone or computer. Your calls, messages, and contacts live in one workspace, so your team can stay fully aligned and reply faster. And with our AI agent answering 24/7, you'll really never miss a customer. Over 90,000 businesses use Quo. Get 20% off at quo.com/tech. That's QUO.com/tech. And we can port your existing numbers over for free. Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers.
This podcast is supported by Ambetter Health. Group health insurance can put businesses in a tough position. If you're a business owner, CFO, or HR leader, this probably sounds familiar. It's fall, and your group health insurance premium is going up, maybe by a lot. And as usual, you have to pick one carrier and a few plans for all employees, even though they have different needs, budgets, and doctors. Fortunately, there's a new approach, ICHRA. It makes costs predictable with stable pre-tax contributions and lets employees choose any plan from any carrier. You choose how much to contribute. They choose what works for them. For coverage you can control, plan on an ICHRA. Learn more at ambetterhealth.com/ICHRA.
These are the Daily Tech headlines for Monday, October 13th, 2025. I'm Jen Cutter. The Dutch government took control of Nexperia, a subsidiary of China's WingTech technology based in the Netherlands. Nexperia produces chips primarily used in automotive and consumer electronics. On Sunday, the Dutch Minister of Economic Affairs revealed the Goods Availability Act was invoked against the company back in September of this year in order to, quote, prevent a situation in which the goods produced by Nexperia would become unavailable in an emergency, and losing these capabilities could pose a risk to Dutch and European economic security. CNBC received a comment from a Nexperia spokesperson that it complies with all existing laws and regulations, export controls, and sanction regimes. Also on Sunday, Taiwan's economy ministry said no significant impact is expected from China's increased export controls on rare earth material, as the elements covered by the ban are not the same ones used in Taiwan's semiconductor processes. The particular rare earth elements required are sourced primarily from Europe, Japan, and the United States. The ministry did note the ban could affect global supply chains for electric vehicles and drones. OpenAI changed its policy for Sora 2's video app regarding the generation of videos containing recently deceased public figures due to growing backlash related to the app's surging popularity. An OpenAI spokeswoman said, quote, "We believe that public figures and their families should ultimately have control over how their likeness is used." Family members of Malcolm X, Robin Williams, Martin Luther King Jr., and the rights holder of Bob Ross's work and likeness went viral over the weekend with their thoughts. The company's definition of recently deceased has not yet been made public. Apple's Clips app, geared towards editing videos for social media and originally released in 2017, will no longer be updated or downloadable from the App Store. Existing users will continue to have access to Clips on iOS 26 and iPadOS 26 or earlier. The Apple support page about the discontinued app suggests saving and exporting videos to an alternate location and using video options like iMovie or third-party apps like InShot, VN Video Editor, or GoPro Quick. Google added access to Nano Banana to Google Lens and Search's AI mode, no longer limiting the image editing and generating tool to within the Gemini app. Nano Banana is now available in Google Lens and AI mode on Android in the United States for accounts opted in to the AI Mode Search Lab. All generated images will include a visible watermark and SynthID digital watermark to show they are AI generated. The U.S. Federal Communications Commission cracked down on prohibited Chinese electronics found on major U.S. retail sites. The removed items were on a list of banned equipment or unauthorized by the FCC, including items such as home security cameras and smartwatches from Huawei, Hangzhou Hikvision, and Dahua Technology Company. FCC Chair Brendan Carr said the products could enable China to, quote, surveil Americans, disrupt communication networks, and otherwise threaten U.S. national security. Audio equipment company Bose will discontinue support for cloud-based features on SoundTouch products on February 18, 2026. Those features include integrated Spotify access and multi-room playback. The announcement says SoundTouch 10, 20 Series 3, and 30 Series 3 should continue to work connected to a local source, and SoundTouch-enabled Lifestyle 650, SoundTouch 130, and SoundTouch 300 soundbar will function with HDMI and optical inputs and Bluetooth, though the SoundTouch streaming and app control will no longer function. SoundTouch products initially launched back in 2013. And Qantas Airways said customer data stolen in July through a third-party platform has been released online. The company is working with Australian authorities and security experts with an ongoing injunction in place to prevent the stolen data from being accessed, viewed, released, used, transmitted, or published by anyone. The breach included 5.7 million records, mostly limited to name, email address, and frequent flyer details, with a portion including business or home addresses, date of birth, phone number, gender, and meal preferences, but no financial information or passport details. For more discussion on the tech news of the day, subscribe to the Daily Tech News Show at dailytechnewsshow.com, where you can also find the show notes and links to every headline. Please remember to rate and review Daily Tech Headlines on your podcast service of choice. From everyone here at Daily Tech Headlines, thanks for listening.
This episode is brought to you by Capital One. Capital One's tech team isn't just talking about multi-agentic AI. They already deployed one. It's called Chat Concierge, and it's simplifying car shopping. Using self-reflection and layered reasoning with live API checks, it doesn't just help buyers find a car they love. It helps schedule a test drive, get pre-approved for financing, and estimate trade-in value. Advanced, intuitive, and deployed. That's how they stack. That's technology at Capital One.
Is your business struggling to keep up? When the world moves fast, relying on yesterday's technology will slow you down. Ericsson powers your business with 5G and AI enterprise solutions. From local franchises to global companies, Ericsson helps businesses like yours to operate smoothly, stay protected, and keep growing every day. Speed up and stay ahead. Visit us at ericsson.com/enterprise.